Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium where we react to video game music for the first time. As a musician myself, and today is already the return of Chrono. It's funny how things work. I haven't heard this soundtrack in forever, and then now I'm hearing two songs back to back. We have today The Frozen Flame, followed by Without Taking the Jewel from the channels Yasunori Masuda and Biz Karaoke ATBP. I think that's the Radical Dreamers version. I'm not entirely sure what Radical Dreamers is. I was told it's kind of like a prequel thing to what ended up becoming Chrono Cross. I don't know, something like that. Requested by Extrakun and a Futune. By the way, Frozen Flame, that sounds kind of what we're looking at here. Because I was curious what that is. Anyways, this is The Frozen Flame from Chrono Cross. Let's go. I heard from a lot of people that this is considered one of the best soundtracks of all time. No big deal. Immediately my brain went to like kind of like a sleepy state. It feels very ethereal. Actually, if you want to get expressive with it, it kind of sounds like to me like a soft flame, just little embers flying off. You know that visual phenomenon when you look at fire long enough and you kind of look past it, and you can kind of see through it through its like blurriness. That's what I'm imagining here. Is that one violin technique where it's muted? There's a name for that too, I forgot what it was. Ooh, this soundtrack is good. I don't think it's fair to compare it to Chrono Trigger though, like... They sound similar, but they sound way different. There's a lot of fluidity here. There's a lot of legato and like a flow state. Again, like fire. I'm quite literally seeing this image as I'm hearing this. Wow. And then the bass is just kind of like chugging along. Sort of supporting the chord changes, but it feels like this is like a harp player's dream. Slow harp, fast harp. Oh, it could just be the harp too. Just muted. Whoa, this is a very interesting song. It's over already. Whew, that left me wanting more, and it just kind of put me in limbo. I can't explain what I'm feeling right now. That it gave me so many different feels. It felt like it could have been a main theme. It felt like it could have been a walking theme. It felt like it could have been a dark theme, as in like a dark setting. It felt like it could have been a light setting. It felt tragic at the same time. It felt kind of stationary, and I don't know. It was like this kind of mixture of drone-like and very busy. Meanwhile, the harp-like instruments are going wild with the arpeggios, and yet the bass is nice and calm, just doom doom. And this time, I caught something this time, but I wonder now if other songs do this. In Chrono Trigger, before I even played the game, I said that there was something very specific about that soundtrack that stuck out to me. And that is a lot of the songs go from left to right. They pan. back and forth, which is like a pendulum, right? Or those clock things. And it happens a lot in a lot of songs in that game. I don't know if that happens here in Chrono Cross. I haven't heard much of Chrono Cross at all. Like it hasn't been that many songs. But I got a different feeling this time. And I wonder if I go listen to the other ones I've heard, if I heard the same thing there. But in this, as opposed to the left and right, now I'm hearing this kind of chronograph type of mechanical sound. So whenever you hear those strings pluck, the dun, dun, it sounds like, you know, the clockwise motion of the, I don't know what term I'm trying to look for here, but it's like the kind of like radial sound. So maybe yet again, Yasunori Masuda is playing with this kind of idea of time, which makes sense. That was a really cool song. I couldn't place it, which is funny because I originally said that it reminded me of Fire because of this, but Fire is like, to me, like the prediction of like unpredictability. It's just completely, it's the most wild thing I can think of. It's just something set ablaze and can kind of go anywhere, yet it's contained at the same time. It doesn't move unless it spreads to something, unless it touches something else, right? So it's stationary, yet it's out of control. It's so weird, right, to think about. Like fire in general is like such a, it can be used in metaphors in so many ways. It's just, I don't know. It's like the closest thing to me I think of when it comes to like real human life magic. Fire is like the closest I feel like we can get to like a fantasy world, you know? I don't know how else to explain that. Anyways, that's what I got from that. That was just all over the place. That's exactly how I felt. It just felt everywhere. But it was really nice, yet creepy, yet kind of sad. I don't know. Very good though. Very, very good. This is, I'm not going to try to guess, but it was told to me that Radical Dreamers was that, if I recall correctly, Radical Dreamers came before Chrono Cross, and it was a choose your own adventure type of thing. And that, like, if I recall, that the canon ending, or the canon story to Radical Dreamers ended up becoming Chrono Cross. Please let me know how wrong or correct I was on that. Now, this one is called Without Taking the Jewel. And I'm going to say one more thing. Is I noticed as I have a couple of requests for this game and Jewel appears more than once, so relevant theme. This is Radical Dreamers Without Taking the Jewel. Oh, I just noticed right before I click play. Credits music. How funny timing. We get a visual? The first time I ever heard Chrono Cross was a visual. This is my first time ever seeing footage. Well, not my first time. Second time. Alright, let's get immersed. Oh, it's in 3D. I didn't even think about that, right? Chrono Trigger is in 2D. Spoilers, maybe? Alright, shh. I'm gonna guess the spoilers everywhere. Ooh, I feel like I've heard the singer before. I'll talk later, but I swear I've heard this vocalist somewhere. Acoustic guitar. Only acoustic guitar. Definitely has that credits feel though. I'm willing to bet this is the only song in the game that has vocals. Let me know. It's a very common thing to save vocals until the end. I love hearing the sound of new guitar strings. You hear all those squeaks, all the fingers sliding on new strings. It's beautiful. For me, it's music to my ears. Fresh, brand new, clean strings. Guessing that's the main character. This game looks good. Like what do they call the FMVs? They look pretty good. PS2 already looked good though. Oh god. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. This is the most footage I've ever seen of the game. It's really nice. Cool locations. It almost seems like an entirely different game from Trigger. Which kind of seems like the point. It seems like just like a very big evolution from the original. This is beautiful though. I can feel the emotion from people watching this. I have a very deep connection with credits songs, so trust me. If you're feeling something right now, I can feel it. Just not as much as you. It's gonna end with a chord ringing out. Ring. Oh, little hammer on. Okay. So I'm noticing this kind of pattern in Chrono Cross all the way to the first song I ever heard, and I'm noticing it might be kind of a stretch, but it's the color blue and a lot of water, a lot of ocean. Almost like if I skip anywhere, it's blue, skies, right? There's just blue everywhere, and there's this kind of hint of like ocean floor, like this. I saw this one thing looked like this, right? Something's aquatic and blue, and I think the cover art is actually blue too. Man, where have I heard this singer? It's driving me nuts. I feel like I have. Let me know if I have. This is a long shot, and I'm just throwing this out there. I could be totally wrong, but I think, to guess, I think I heard that vocalist in Lunar Silver Star Story? Maybe? Or it was one of the games that I heard that had blue in the title. Blue. Let me see which one it was. I'm not gonna check, but I want to see what games I've heard that have blue in it. It's something blue, and I think they're related. Not this game and that one, but blue something. Blue Reflection, was that it? I think that might have been it. That sounds like it. It's not Blue Dragon. Let me know if this is, if you happen to know, is Blue Reflection tied to Lunar Silver Star? I feel like there was some connection there. Anyways, I feel like I've heard this vocalist before, but that's beyond the point. So this song, I just saw right here, credits. I had no idea it was credits until just 2 seconds ago. That's convenient. If you didn't know, I'm working on a video on credits themed music, credits themes in video game music. So there's that. It definitely has that credit feel. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny is even if I didn't see that or see footage, knowing myself, I would have probably like 80% guessed that it was credits just because it has that sound. It has the sound of like a completion, story wrap up. I've played a few JRPGs now, and there seems to be this, it's not just JRPGs either, but there's just like, in a lot of video game music, at least in the 90s, it was like no vocals until the last one. Spoiler, if you've never played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, so be warned. That is a very interesting case, right? Because Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I don't know how I feel about that, but basically the whole soundtrack is very diverse. It's kind of like rock, metal, gothic, and classical combined. And then out of nowhere, the credits song is like something like this. It's a great song, but it comes out of nowhere. But it feels like it's the wrap up of the game. It's really jarring. And I think I even recall saying that it sounded weird to me, and it sounded kind of off. But it doesn't sound off looking back at it like a year later, because it's the credits. Anyways, this one had the same feel as the first song we heard, except instead of a harp and the drone, now it's just an acoustic guitar arpeggiating. That's like as bare bones as you can get, just an acoustic guitar and a singer. And it sounded to me like there was two guitars playing the exact same thing, and they were just recorded on one side each. Of course, I heard the brand new guitar strings. I always hear stuff like that. Singer, oh man, this just drives me crazy how the singer sounds so familiar. Anyways, it sounded really beautiful, and I can just feel that, like, you know, that connection you had with this game, especially hearing credits. It's one thing to get memories of these games on this channel because you've played the game most likely. Very small percentage of people are out there experiencing stuff with me at the same time. I would say like 90% of people watching this right now have played this game and have a connection with it. So especially hearing a credits song is going to amplify that feeling of nostalgia like tenfold. So sorry if this made you cry or anything. I know the feel. The only song to ever made me cry, ever, is a credit song. So I know what that's like to. It's the appreciation of it all, you know. And I don't know. It's just it's a nice bookend to everything. But that's it. That's Chrono Cross. Let me know what else you want to tell me. Who's the singer? It's driving me crazy. Cool. Without Taking the Jewel and the Frozen Flame. Good soundtrack. I like that it's different from Chrono Trigger. It doesn't sound like it's trying to be Chrono Trigger 2. It sounds like it's its own thing. Which, honestly... Oh no, sorry, this is PS1. Did I say PS2 earlier? It's PS1, right? Hold on. I gotta make sure. Don't want to piss everybody off. Actually... pretty sure it's PS1. Is it PS1? It's PS1. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a big difference, man. Super Nintendo, 1995 to like almost a millennium. Yeah, that's a big difference. Anyways, I've talked enough. Thank you to the requesters, and maybe this will make it into the credits episode. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Have a good day.